We are live on Rockin' with Rahul. We are live on Rockin' with Rahul and the two Amigos. Basil, you want to start it off?
Yeah. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Rockin' with Rahul and the Two Amigos. We have a very special guest tonight. Um, uh, Forgive me if I pronounce it incorrectly. I'm very, very bad with names, genuinely. Isham Mohammed. Isham.
Hisham, you got it. Yep.
Am I saying that correctly?
Hisham, yep.
Awesome. Isham. Isham Mohammed's with us tonight. And we have a couple questions for you. If you could tell us your story and what you do.
Good question. Yes, so my name is Hisham Mohammed, and I am originally from Iraq, born and raised there. I've been living in the United States since 2008 with my family. I came here after I was injured from a bomb when I was 8 years old because of the Iraq war that started in 2003. My family and I lived in the middle of the war zone in the city of Ramadi. It's close to Fallujah, about 30 minutes, and it's about an hour and a half from Baghdad, actually. So, yeah, as a result of the constant shootings and bombings, the one day my brother's friends and I were standing outside, and all of a sudden, a bomb came from the sky, fell between us, and I got shrapnel from that bomb, went into my spinal cord, and I got spinal cord injury. So we were used to the shootings, but we heard bombings in the distance, but we never thought that one day one would fall between us and change our lives forever. So since then, my my parents have been looking for a better life for my brothers and I. We were in Jordan, and then eventually came here, and we wrote all of that in a book called The Deadly Silence.
Wow. When after you got injured in the bomb, how long were you in the hospital for?
I stayed for about 2 months in intensive care unit in Baghdad, and then in Jordan, I stayed in two hospitals. One hospital where they took out shrapnel for about a couple days, and then another one where I stayed a little longer until I was almost fully recovered to try to make it on my own without the need of being in the hospital. So overall, I think it was about 4 months I needed to be in the hospital before I could get out. Different hospital from Iraq to Jordan and then eventually here.
William,
And where was the hospital located in?
So yeah, in Baghdad first was an intensive care unit where I stayed. Then in Jordan, in the city of Amman, that's their famous hospitals there. They're known for. And then what eventually brought us here was Shriners Hospital. They were the ones that accepted us in Philadelphia. Actually, they're a very good hospital, a very good charity. I came with my mom and I first in 2007 as a result of them accepting us.
Yeah, I was in fourth grade in 2007. And how long did it take before you could do everyday life in Philadelphia um, again?
Well, it was definitely a hard transitioning because I became a quadriplegic as a result of the bomb. So I mainly have to depend on almost everyone for everything, from feeding to changing clothes to bathing. So it was very difficult adapting to that lifestyle, especially as an energetic kid when being 8 years old, to suddenly losing all of that was a very difficult thing to go through. But I give credit to my parents, their sacrifices, and my brothers, and all the wonderful people, really the medical professionals in Iraq, Jordan, and here. They're the reason why I'm in a much better state now because I was on a ventilator. I was in a trach for about 4 months, and of course, in a very depressed state that for about a year to try to adjust to this new lifestyle. Because when you go through trauma, when you go through shock, one of the hardest things to to go through first is acceptance. Accepting what you just went through, this trauma, this shock, and then denial, and then anger, bargaining, and finally acceptance.
What's the next question, Rahul? Number, what number are we on?
You could ask the next question.
Yeah, your turn, William.
Can you talk about the book you wrote?
Sure, yeah. The idea for the book really came mainly in high school. After I was injured in middle school, I thought about what my new goal should be. In the beginning, I thought about stopping all wars, ending all violence. That was my big goal initially. But once I got to high school, reality sets in more, and I became more realistic. I can't accomplish this goal. Sadly, as great as it is would be to accomplish a goal like that, it's nearly impossible, sadly. So I came up with a more realistic goal of educating people, trying to cure some of the ignorance, and that's where the idea of the book came. We wanted people to learn about what happens in wars, the effects of wars on innocent civilians, and the message of peace. So we start with my dad. We started looking for someone to help us write. We found someone who helped us, and then another person whose the name is on the book now, G. Ross Kelly, the ghostwriter. He actually passed away. May he rest in peace. But he's the one who helped us publish this book. Took us about 3 years to fully finish this project, and I narrowed down to 3 messages that I want people to get from. First of all, to raise awareness about the effects of wars, any war. Their effects are terrible and have horrible consequences, and want to share and spread the message of peace. Second, educate people about the Middle East and Islam, the religion of Islam, because there are stereotypes and misconceptions that are often in the media. It even happened since the beginning of the war on terror in 2001 that started. And finally, to inspire people to hopefully be the best you can possibly be.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you. I hope we can accomplish that.
When you first came here to United States, how hard was it adjusting to American lifestyle? And did you, when you first came here, did you start going to high school and then college?
It's a very good question. It was definitely difficult because I didn't know English very well, and the culture was different. So that was in 2008 when I came, because I grew up being used to boys and girls being separated. Where I grew up is much more conservative and religious. So adjusting to that lifestyle definitely took a little time. And then, I started in middle school in 6th grade. So yeah, I was in ESL for 2 years. Thankfully, I learned English the year before. My mom taught me when we came, where we stayed 3 months and a half. But still, my English needed a lot of improvement, and my math, that was another big struggle also. So
yeah, even me and Basil had struggles with
Yes,
math.
we do.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've struggled with math too.
I tell you, it's a very challenging subject.
Yeah.
Like I'm good up to geometry, pre-calculus, but then when it becomes just hard with the letters and the numbers, and you lost me there. and it's too much. My
Yeah.
least favorite is the word problems. I was like, just give me easy equations and we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the math. Yeah, I took 4 math classes in college. I think the most hardest math class was the intermediate algebra that I took. I shouldn't have took that, honestly. Should have took something else.
For sure. I'm glad I don't have to take math anymore.
Me too.
Which
Same here.
which high school did you attend when you first came?
So I graduated from Primarian in 2016, and then we started at Monco, where I met you. So that was pretty cool. Uh, yeah, I graduated from there in 2018. So I love Monco. Monco is a great place.
Yeah, Monka
Did you
was,
transfer to a
was a good place
university
for me.
after community college?
Good question. I took a year off, and then after that, I began at Penn State World Campus. I'm actually in my last semester now, so hopefully I'll graduate by May at Penn State World
Nice.
Campus. And my major.
Congratulations.
Thank
I'm in
you.
my last semester at Mocha already.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What,
Congrats.
what's your major in Penn State?
Human development and family.
Human development. What is your plan after college?
Well, hopefully get a good job. That's I'm interning right now with the organization called CARE. It stands for Council on American Islamic Relations, and they're the biggest Islamic civil liberties organization in the country. So they're about advocating and protecting civil rights. So maybe if it all works out, hopefully I might work with them. If not, then find another organization where I either work part-time or maybe full-time if it's good, hybrid or at home.
Uh, when did the book get published? When did your book
Uh,
get published?
I think that was 2021. Yeah, so it's been about 3 years.
Um, if people want to get this book, where can they get the book?
It's I mean the main place is Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So those are the big names, the common popular names that you can get it from.
Okay. And how much does the book cost?
It's $9.99, I think, like Kindle and $12.99 paperback. I believe that's how it is, or I might have them backwards. But I know it's yeah, that's I remember it, $9.99 or $12.99.
William, do you want to ask the next question?
Yeah. What, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, what I went through and my family, I think, also convincing me and encouraging me to do that. I thought about writing it myself, but as I started out, I realized I'm not really a good writer. I don't have experience or expertise and basic good knowledge with when it comes to writing. So I need help with that uh, experience, expertise. That's pretty much similar. What they call synonyms, right? Yeah. So that's what inspired me is wanting to educate people and spread the message of peace. Since I know there's a lot of ignorance and a lot of people don't know what happens in that part of the world overseas.
That's true.
And do you plan on writing any more books?
Not anytime soon. My goal is to have this become as popular as possible. So I know a lot of people asking me that. Oh, are you writing any more books? No, I'm not a writer really. So I would need to hire another ghostwriter to help me do that. So yeah, I want this to my big goal to try to get it national attention, and I know that's a big goal that require probably a lot of time, a lot of work. I'm trying to get it to the radio first, like NPR, WHYY, and they're very hard to get in touch with.
Yeah. Maybe
Wow.
you should get in touch with some of the TV channels like NBC or Channel 6 or Channel 10 or
My mom
Fox
works for
29.
WHYY. I'm not going to say her name, but at the moment, but after this podcast, I'll get you in touch with her.
Your
I would
mom works for
appreciate that very much.
WHYY?
Of course.
You for real? She works for WHYY. I've heard of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can definitely make that happen.
Uh, Thank you. That would be awesome.
No problem. Yeah.
So, Baz, are you
Oh,
going to talk to your mom about this?
Yeah, I'm sure she'd be glad to have a story on the air.
Maybe you two can exchange numbers so Baz can talk to you, Daryl.
Definitely.
Sure. I'd be honored.
how many chapters are on this book you wrote, and how many people uh, that you know? How many people have loved this book? Did you get any good response on this book?
Yeah, I got a very good response, thankfully. Uh, I'm not sure how many chapters. I think it's uh maybe 13, about something like that. I remember I memorized it before, but I have to review it again and remember. Uh, but yeah, the response has been good. Mainly in the first year, thankfully. We had a good amount of sales. Um, yeah, more than it's close, like about 400 now, more than 400 we have. But yeah, the biggest sale was in the first year, and it usually goes down a little bit after that. When that's when you need to do public outreach, and
Yeah. William, you wanna ask? Do you have any more questions?
Yeah. If people want to get this book, where can they get the book?
so if you look up The Deadly Silence by Hisham, spelled Hisham, spelled his ham. That's how it's spelled.
Is Ham? That's where it's from.
Yeah, The Deadly Silence by Hisham on Google, it would should show up right away.
All right.
The if William or Basil wants the book of you, do you have any more copies for William or Basil?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of copies.
Okay,
We autograph them also.
okay, I think I'm gonna come get a copy of your book.
Sure.
I actually have you on Facebook now.
Oh yes, and Rahul, and I'll just have to add Basil. Basil, right? Is it Basil?
Yes. Yep.
Or- In Arabic, there's a Basil. There's an Arabic name. It's Basil.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Just the same way it's pronounced.
exactly. Yeah. So
Awesome.
Um, are you still in uh, contact with any of your friends from your country?
yeah, I'm mainly in contact with my family and friends through social media, and yeah, we try to keep in close contact with them, at least if not every day, every other day, or at least once a week, for sure. Most of them are still in Iraq.
Okay. You inspired us all about what you're doing and about your story. Um, we need more people like you to continue to inspire people.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're very kind. You guys inspired me, so thank you for what you're doing and keep doing it. It's awesome. So we need more positivity in this world, especially with everything that's going on. And it's important that I mention this also because I'm very, I this is an important cause. I care deeply about what's happening in Palestine and Israel.
Yeah, but
Genocide needs to be stopped, and I really hope that they come to a peaceful solution soon. Really, enough is enough. It's way past due. More than 30,000 people have died. almost half of them are children, and it's just a very sad thing that they're dealing with, this genocide.
Uh, since you've been since you've been in Iraq and you have seen wars, uh, with so many wars going on right now in different countries like Ukraine and between Ukraine and Russia, Palestine and other countries. What do you think about what's going on?
It's heartbreaking. I mean, I just wish that those governments, with all the power that they come to a peaceful solution because they have the means, they have the resources. But sadly, a lot of them are corrupt and greedy, and that's when, sadly, the innocent people pay the most price.
Yeah, Bader, what do you think?
I think it's a very touching story. I can't imagine being 8 years old and let alone any age and having that happen. But I mean, I, yeah, I can't even imagine.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we never thought something like this would happen either. But you never know with fate and destiny who will take you. And we believe everything happens for a reason. And one of the things that keeps us going is faith. Now, it's important to mention I'm far from perfect. I have my days a lot where I deal with depression and anxiety, and I feel weak. But that's when you need to seek the support of others to lift you up.
Yeah, I agree. We all have to be there for one another during tough times.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys have any other
William,
questions?
do you have any other question?
Yeah, I do. How much does the book cost?
So
Oh,
I
say
think,
that again, Will. I didn't hear.
How much does the book cost?
It's
yeah, so,
$9.99. He said $9.99.
Oh,
yeah, there's a Kindle version, $9.99, and there's the paperback, $12.99.
okay.
Yes,
Do you plan to write any more books?
not anytime soon, but
Oh, okay.
maybe in the far future.
What do you want to say to all the listeners?
I want to say just do your best. Be grateful for the good things that you have in life. Don't take things for granted because you don't know sometimes the value of something until you lose it. Be careful. Thank your parents who are good to you, your family, your friends, and help others when possible. Just try to spread positivity.
And when you were living in Iraq, what was like what is the famous sports in Iraq?
Oh, soccer. Yeah, we loved playing soccer. That was definitely the big main one. I know you guys are big sports fans. Uh, Speaking of sports, actually, I play for a organization called the Philadelphia Flyers Power Play, and we are a power chair based hockey team. So I've been with them for since 2009.
Wow,
How
that's awesome.
how do
Thank
you
you.
like it?
I love it. I love it. We became like this became like my second family, and it's been amazing. Especially when I thought after I was injured that I couldn't play any sports. When I found out about this, I was amazed and just really grateful. The people are inspiring, and with the things that they deal with, uh, they really are wonderful people. Their parents, their families. So before we used to only be the Philadelphia Power Play, but then we became affiliated with the Flyers. So that was pretty
Has
cool.
has any of the Flyers player came to visit you guys?
Yeah, they have, and we played with the alumni also, which was fun.
Which
Uh,
which players have you met from the Flyers?
Lindblom. So and that's the one I mainly recognize. So I don't really know a lot of the names from the Flyers. But that's the one I remember that he came. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they were, yeah, definitely very cool, very kind. And the alumni, there's Brad Marsh. Uh, I know he's one of the
Have you met
alumni that
Claude? Have you met Claude Giroux? Claude.
I don't know if he came. I don't remember. I'm not sure. But there were like a couple players, I remember 3 or 4 that came to visit us, and Lindblom was one of them.
I remember Lindblom. I think he had cancer while he was in the league.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm not sure what team he's on these days, but yeah,
I think he's retired, right?
I think he is retired because I kind of just stopped hearing about him, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not sure, but I remember he beat cancer, which was really cool with dealing with that, and he recovered. So that was definitely an inspiring thing.
yeah.
And he was great. He was a great player.
What
Oh yeah.
are you still playing the hockey with the Philadelphia Flyers?
Oh yes, I am. Yeah.
What
That's
position are you playing?
I'm defense. Yeah, my
Your
main
defense?
position is defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, we every other Saturday we usually play. We have in Norristown and we have in Newman University. So it usually starts in September and it ends around June. And we also there's a tournament usually in the summer. We won 2 tournaments, one in 2018, the North America Power Hockey Cup, and in 2019 we won the Canada Power Hockey Cup.
Oh,
So
wow. Congrats.
thank you,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
thank you. That was awesome.
Speaking of sports, the Eagles are making some good moves out there. They signed Saquon Barkley. They signed uh, Devontae Parker. They signed Bryce Huff, and we got C.J. Gardner Johnson back, and they're they're making some more moves right now. So right now I'm happy with Harry Roseman for making these good moves, and uh, I'm happy Cowboys are not making any moves, so we could be better than the Cowboys.
Yeah.
By next year. Hey, Raul, do you think next year this could be the year for us by next season?
Hopefully,
Might need an extra year to work it together.
Cowboys lost their best running back, Tony Pollard.
And where did Tony Bob go?
Tony Pollard went to Tennessee Titans.
Oh, wow.
You guys
Yeah,
definitely know your stuff. I am
Can
very
you
weak.
imagine if we would have got him, Raul?
yeah, but I think Barkley is better than Tony Pollard.
Barkley, yeah. Raul, are the Eagles are gonna try to make more moves this week?
Yeah, hopefully they make more moves and get
So
ready
what do we
for.
need left? Anything we need?
I think we need more. We need a cornerback.
Another quarterback,
No, cornerback,
uh, cornerback,
defensive back.
defensive back.
Basil is in the dark now. You've been in the dark for a while.
Yeah, my um the car was making loud noises because it's a hybrid.
Oh,
So I had to turn the car off. I think the engine kicked on for some reason.
So Hisham, thank you for inspiring for thank you for inspiring everyone and thank for inspiring people to read your book and all. Uh, keep on doing great things and keep doing what you're doing right now. Um, we are we need more people like you, and we need more people to be inspired like you. So thank you. William, you want to close it off?
Yeah.
thank you.
That, that's all. That's it for now. Thanks for listening to another episode of Rock and Roll and the Two Amigos. And so please to subscribe and click on our YouTube channel. Thanks, and see you on the next episode. Bye.
Thank you, Hisham. Thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your amazing story.
Thanks for sharing your amazing story. That really impacted the viewers.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks for listening,
Take
everyone.
care. Take care. Bye.
See you next week.
Okay. Basil, you want to talk to Hisham about coming on your mom's show?
Yeah, the only thing I can do is talk to my mom about it. I don't have anything to say. My mom will. She'll be the one that would interview you. I'll have to ask her. It sounds like something that she would definitely like to do.
That would be awesome.
She's on vacation, so she's taking the 1 week of the year where she's actually on vacation. So she's on vacation till Sunday. Then I'll see her on Monday. I'll talk to her on Monday. And we'll get the ball rolling.
Awesome. I appreciate that. That's great.
And then I'll